What is happening? This is Raj, real deep cool, coming at y'all. We get ready to do pedal board. We're gonna check out my pedal board. It's been a long time since I did a pedal board video, and some things have changed in my pedal board. So if you watch some of my videos from my other channel, which I can't use right now because they're not allowing me to do live videos, and if it's up to me, I'm doing live videos. I'm not doing pre-recorded videos. Everything here is going to be live and to the point. So what we're going to do is, as you can see, we're in the picture, we're going to do a pedal board. Now, what's going to be kind of a twist to it, we're going to be using the Mesa Boogie 550 Express Plus. And back there in the back, in the vocal booth, you'll see that's a Suhr Badger with the Badger cab, Suhr Badger 35, okay? So we're going to be using these two amps to listen to. Now, of course, I'm going to switch between those amps, and I have a switcher that I bought from my cats at the Cheltenham Pawn Shop, and it's called the Big Shot ABY, and this allows me to, the part of live. This allows me to switch between the two amps and, listen to how they sound, and I also can listen to both of them at one time, but there's no need to listen to both of them at one time. We're going to listen to one at one time, one at the other. So since that one's in the booth, it's going to be a little bit not as loud, but you'll get the chance to really hear it. All my amps are always set on 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock on everything, okay? That's what I normally do. So let's pick up the guitar. And right now we got all the pedals. Well, if you know about Strymon pedals, most of the Strymon pedals, when you turn them on, they come on. And it's like, wow, right on, bro. They come right on. It's kind of weird because I want to see how I can turn on my pedal board and the Strymons just don't come on, but they do. As soon as you turn on the pedal board. Some of them are where if you left it last, it cuts on. So it's kind of crazy, but for the most part, this is what it sounds like when I cut on my pedal board. Crazy. And that's what it is. We turn down the reverb. The reverb is down, because you got reverb on these pedals. So let's get down, and we're going to play with some of my pedals today till about 15 minutes. Maybe a little bit more. We might go a half hour playing with my pedals. All right, and we'll switch between the amps, and I'll let you know what's going on. So that's the guitar straight up, nothing happening, no chaser. All right. What's going on, Miss Jones? So now I'm going to switch to the amp, the Suhr Badger in the back. So you hear that too. So that's the Badger back in the vocal booth. And this is the Mesa Boogie 550 out here with us in the studio. So let's go ahead on and go down and let's play with the pedals, all right? Come on. Come on. Let's go. Bam! Pedal board. All right. So as you can see, I'll go and I'll describe the pedal board to you across. We have the Strymon Mobius, and this is what we call, you can call it, it has choruses, we have flanges, we have other stuff. It's called a modulation pedal in a sense. So this is the Strymon modulation pedal. And for those who know about pedals, you know how much these things cost. They're not cheap. They retail $4.79 a pop. So if you're ready to get in the Strymon, you better have a couple dollars in your pocket because they're a little expensive, okay? The Strymon Mobius. And let's hear what one of the sounds sound like. So you can hear it kind of doing its thing. Okay? Now you have two programs a piece on the Strymon Mobius. You can do A and B. This is B, whatever's there. Switch it around. We got different sounds here. That's called tubes. And this is where it kind of sounds like an organ. Like a Leslie organ. You can turn up the speed to make it really sound like a Leslie organ. Okay? Next pedal is the Big Sky. And anybody know the Big Sky is basically reverbs. Here's the first one. Boiler. B, Asylum. And that has a little longer ring to it, a little bit longer tail. C, so you can have 3 banks of on the Big Sky. You can have 3 banks, whereas the Mobius and the Timeline you can only have 2 banks of sound available at one time. And that one lasts a little bit longer. And if you go to this bad boy right here called Cloud, definitely lasts long. Hold on. Hit the wrong one. Still hit the wrong one. Here we go. This should be it. Hold on, I gotta take my headphones off so I can really do what I got to do. And you scroll through these. And as I scroll through them, there's just so many. So many. That's a short reverb. That's a long reverb. You hear it? Let's switch back to the Suhr in the booth. So that is the Big Sky reverb pedal by Strymon. This is the delay pedal by Strymon. And the beautiful thing about this delay pedal, as with most delay pedals, you can actually use them to do loops as well. So here's Melt Away. Crazy. That's pretty cool. Next we have Bit Clock. And as you can hear, it gets real dirty after you play the first sound. Real cool. And like I said, you turn it into a looper. So you hold down this right here, and it turns into a looper. And then if I want to play something, I can do the same thing. So now it's a looper. And if I want to add effect to it, I got to change something inside so you can hear the effect as well. But I don't like hearing the effect. That's the looper. So it's pretty cool. So you just hold down on the pedal again, and it comes out of the looper. And now you just have your regular sounds again. Now the thing about the Strymon pedals, they have 99 banks. So as you scroll through these, you go here, you gotta hit that too. It'll say 13, 14, 15, 16. So you got banks of 2. So that all the way, it'll go all the way up to 99 for each one. That's kind of crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. Next, we have my sub decay pedal. And this is almost like an auto wah filtration pedal. And it does crazy things, but if you don't have a wah-wah, which I do have a wah-wah over here, my Morley wah-wah volume pedal, this is an auto volume pedal. Wah-wah pedal. Check it out. But it's not really a wah-wah pedal. It just does filters. And the more you turn it up, the more resonance you pick, it'll do more. And if you turn the resonance up a little bit more, you can hear it working. Waka ticka waka waka ticka waka. And you want it to go deeper. pretty cool pedal. If you want to, like, combine it with playing something else, you can hit that pedal. So it's called the Sub Decay Prometheus Deluxe. My next pedal over here is another looper pedal. This is called my Ditto 4 pedal, and that's how I do my main loops. So if you guys check me out in the morning, sometimes I'll do some loops and I'll play over top of it. This is the main pedal I use for that. And this is how it goes. It can do 2 loops. It can do like fade outs, and it can do like crazy effects along with that. So it's really a complicated pedal, but I can't explain it to you now. But if all you guys in the pedals, most people know about Dittos, whether it's Ditto 1, Ditto 2, or Ditto 4. People know about the Ditto pedals for sure. And all you do is just press down on the loop when you're ready to play. And when you're ready for it to stop, you stop. Now I'm not playing anymore. Then if I want to practice over top of that. So I can add some more to it if I want. So I'm going to add something else to it. That's how you do a loop. And then it stops. That's weird. All right, so anyway, that's that deal. I'm going to turn this down a little bit because it is kind of loud. I didn't realize how loud it was until just now. So let me go turn down the Suhr too, because the Suhr is a little loud back here. So you'll watch me go turn down the Suhr, the vocal booth. Turn down a little bit. Okay. Just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. Now back. All right. By the way, I also have back there, we have a Rivera amp back there as well. You probably can't see it, but if I point it with my finger right there, there's a Rivera Venus Doe back there that I really like as well. Okay, so now let's go back down to the pedals. Pedal time, let's keep it going. All right, so now, I actually should use my other guitar. This guitar is a little ringy because it's like a Strat type guitar. This is a Sterling Cutlass by Music Man. It's the Sterling Cutlass, so it's the Sterling series. So it's like the mid-price series. And you can see it's almost like a Stratocaster, only it has 2 knobs, a volume and a tone. And then we have our 5-position switch, all right? With 3 pickups. And I like it. I almost like it as much as a Made in Mexico Strat by Fender. All right, moving up. Now we have my newest pedal is the Strymon Volante. And this is also a delay pedal. But the most interesting thing about this pedal is a mechanical delay pedal. So basically, for people who are not into pedals, of course, this pedal is based off of a machine. And you can make it sound like a machine. That's the cool thing about it. You can make it sound like one of them old Echo machines back in the day, like an Echoplex. So they had those kind of machines back in the day on these big boxes. They had drums that rolled around like that, where they actually took that. And there's a couple pedals out. A couple of companies got pedals, but this is the most exciting one right now. If you go to YouTube, this is the most exciting delay pedal right now, the Strymon Volante. Again, very expensive, but worth it. Let's listen to it. See how long it took that delay to come? And it's like it's fading out. So you have a mechanics, which means the machine. You have the wear. So the more you turn the wear, the more it sounds like it's really wearing out. The tape is wearing out. You have a drum, you have a tape, and you have a studio, which means how clean it is and the type of machine that they use. They used to use drum machines for echo. Not drum machines like do-do-do-do-do-do-do, but a drum that rolled around. And then you have the tape machine, which used a tape. They used to roll around and used to warble. And then you have your studio, which is a lot cleaner. So now I can change the time as to the echo. So now it's sooner, right? But you can hear the like it's wearing down. Okay, and you can have echo level. You can turn that up to make it louder. And you can also turn up the repeats. How long you want it to last, and it'll start going crazy. Still going. All right? If you turn it all the way up, it'll go really crazy. Hear it? Still going. And I heard it can go up to 8 minutes. Just doing that right there. You can turn up the level so you can hear it. Hear it? Still going. Now after a while, that thing gonna go crazy. So listen to the sound when I turn it down. See, it just went right down. So the real cool pedal, this also has a looper in it as well. So if you want to use it as a looper pedal, again, just mash it down like here. And now it's in loop mode. So all I gotta do is play something. And that's what it does. Now I messed it up, of course, because I ain't do it right. Let me try it again. Here we go. Let me see if I can do it right. So that was in reverse mode. That's crazy. Then you press it down, it'll come out of loop mode, and then you're back in the regular mode. And all these buttons down here, you can change it the way it sounds. You can turn up all these buttons right here, and now the sound. So that's the Strymon Volante. It's too much to explain, but it's a real cool pedal. It does crazy stuff. Next we have my Deity pedal, which is really crazy. Yeah. This bad boy is off the hook. So we're going to turn that down. And it does 3 different things. It does octaves, it does ethereal type reverbs, it does all kind of crazy reverbs. When you press the switch down to the next one, it does something else. That is crazy how it does that. You see how it's slowing down? Really cool pedal. Can't explain it, just show you what I got on the board. Next, we got a reverb pedal, and you can set up 2 different reverbs. There's 1 reverb pedal, but you can do 2. And that, all right, the name of this was made by Greenhouse Effects. The Deity is made by Greenhouse Effects. This is called the Astronomer, and it's made by Matthew Effects. And you can turn how much reverb you want. So this is for the first reverb. And it's pretty long. And you can set this one up for even longer. And then you hit this button up here. That's the second reverb. So that way, if you're at a gig and you're like, well, for this song, I want a short reverb, you have that one set for that button right there. So this is the short reverb up top. Now I want a long reverb because I'm soloing. Hit that one. So that's a reverb pedal. It's just 2 reverbs in one, which is really cool. If, like I said, you don't have to worry about resetting. You might have a song with a long reverb. You want to have a song that has a short reverb. All you gotta do is hit the switch. Next is the distortion pedal, which is loud, so I gotta turn that down. We're gonna go back to the Suhr, because this is loud. We're gonna do the Suhr in the vocal booth. That thing is crazy. So that's just well, not a distortion pedal. It's more of a overdrive pedal, but you can make it distort by changing the voicings and turning up a little bit more crank on the gain, and you can almost get a distortion pedal. You know what I mean? That's what that does. Next, we have the crazy Choco Slot pedal, and this pedal is made by Crazy Sound Technologies, MAK, and they made this pedal for this Russian guy, I think, Choco Slot, and it is a crazy pedal as well. Listen to that sound, and it fishes around, but it has 3 modes as well. So the first mode is Prometheus. That's the mode we're in right now. Then we go to the middle mode, which is kind of like the standard mode. Nothing too special. I can't read what it says. Okay, it says Shoshin, which means there's a shimmer. It got a little shimmer to the sound. And then we have the octave, which will make it an octave pedal, and you can hear 2 sounds at once, 3 sounds. So that's pretty cool. Choco Slot by MAK, Crazy Sound Technologies. This right here is called my Harlow pedal, and it's made by a company called Wagner with the assistance of Rupert Neve. And what it is a compression pedal and it's a boost pedal. So if I ever want to get loud in a solo and I don't have to reach and turn my amp up, I can have this set before I get to the gig and it automatically turn me up. Now you see the light goes from red to like a blue thing. Now if I turn it off, the level is low. We're going to put the tone in the middle. Now hit the button. Now the blue is lighting up because it's being compressed. What's called bloom. So if I turn up this bloom, as you hear it start humming a little bit, and it's going to compress it. So what that does, that allows you to play louder, but it also compress you, so it's not like your guitar is not out of control at that particular point. Because like I said, you might be at a gig, you might be like playing something low. Then the band get loud, now you got to hit the switch. So it's like a booster pedal, compression pedal, and I really like how it boosts up my sound so I can be, a little bit louder just in case I need to be louder. Or I'm doing a loop, and the loop is, kind of out there. The loop is too low, then I can turn it up and sound louder than the loop that I'm playing. You know what I mean? Let's say, for instance. Well, I can't use that loop because it's out of whack. I didn't time it out right. But This is right about the same level as that loop. I'm gonna hit this, and now I'm louder than the loop, and that way you can hear me soloing over top of the loop. Got it? Good. Next is the knockout pedal. This is like an EQ pedal, and it's really cool because it's a filtered EQ pedal. So if you want to take a little bit, these guitars, these single coil guitars, like Strats, are really, really twangy. So you might want to take out some of that twangy twang. You can do it with this, and you can put bass in it. Add a little bass. Now let's hear what it sounds like without this pedal. Now if you turn this middle button, it's like a sweep button, a filter sweep. So it's almost like a mid-range button, like on your stereo. Most of your stereos got treble and bass. It's missing EQ. It all depends on what kind of stereo you have, but the EQ, the mid kind of scoops it out and make what we call a smiley face EQ. That's with it. That's without it. So that's what that does. I really like that pedal. I really like that pedal whenever I want to kind of accentuate my guitar playing, especially when I'm doing rhythm guitar playing. I'll click that bad boy in and I'll go off and do my thing. Next is the Nightwire, which is a complicated pedal. This does everything. It does tremolo. You can do phase shifting. You can do a lot of things, and it has a couple settings in it too. Too much to explain. But you can hear it. So, wow, 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 wow. So we turn it up a little bit more so you can really hear it. All right. We can turn it, we can make it go faster. Now, some amplifiers have tremolo built into it. But if you don't have an amp with tremolo, you got a tremolo pedal. But this also does flanges and phase shifts, is kind of the same. Because I had a chorus pedal on it. I didn't need it. So I got rid of those pedals because this can do just about everything. Okay? And that's made by the company called Earthquake Devices. They make very, very nice pedals. They come out with a pedal every month that does something crazy. I can turn that down and slow it down, make it go deeper, then hit the switch right here. That's crazy. And then you can speed it up. And then you can pick a frequency if you want it, like accentuating the high frequencies or the low frequencies. Really cool pedal, really cool pedal. Too much to talk about because it has two switches in the middle besides these four knobs. So now I'll be doing it when I do independent reviews of these pedals. Next we have one of my super favorite pedals. When my man said he was selling this, I'm like, man, what kind of pedal is that? So I checked it out. I looked at some reviews. I'm like, I gotta have this pedal. It's called the Dark Star by Old Blood Endeavors. This pedal does what I call pads, and I like pads. Here we go. I mean, that's cool. Let's send this back to the other amp. Now just imagine me adding in the tremolo. Put that in there. I mean, that's crazy. Now you're adding in a couple pedals at one time. Now let's kick in this pedal over here I haven't talked much about, and that is my volume pedal, because some guys know how to use their guitar to control their volume and do swells. I need this pedal. Check it out. So I can just bring it in nice and smooth. You know what I mean? Which is kind of cool. We're going to turn that off. Again. Now, some guys use a volume knob on the guitar and do it. I can't do that. I'm not good at that. I'm a producer. And I play a little bit of guitar. But some nigga, I'm dropping picks trying to think about doing it. So some guys, they do it with their hand down here. There you go. There you go. I got enough to do with my hands. So I just do it with the volume pedal. You know what I mean? And I can also do a wow out of this pedal. So that's a cool pedal. You can do wah-wah and you can do volume swells. And while you're changing your guitar cable, just pull it back and you don't hear nothing. You can pull out your guitar cable and then we'll go while you change the guitar. Then you change the guitar, plug it back in, turn the volume back up again. Real cool. Now this pedal right here is called an expression pedal. And this pedal, there's a couple of my pedals on the board that accepts expression, but not all of them. This expression pedal is plugged into my sub decay piece. So remember the sub decay? Let's turn this off. Make sure we don't have that in there. You know what I'm saying? Now with this pedal, I can control some of the expression. Well, for some reason, it's not doing it. What the heck? I know I got it plugged in. Well, anyway, we're not going to deal with that technical issue. But right now, I should be able to move the pedal around with the expression. But for some reason, the expression is not doing anything right now. So we leave the expression pedal alone. So if you're at a hole, you can hear it go. That's crazy. Let's switch back to the amp out here. You might hear a little bit better. Really cool. So I like that. And of course, I like my amps. I like my Badger. That Badger impresses me more and more every time I think about it. It just has a creamier sound. Like my like what's called out here, the Mesa Boogie is a nice amp. It really is. It's versatile. You can do a lot with this amp. You can go from hard crush to blues. You can do a lot of things. And with this pedal, you can do it with this pedal. So I can change the channel and I go crazy. And I go back to my regular channel. So that switches between the two. That switches between the two channels on the amp, depending on what you want to do. Now you might want to do some crazy blues, or you might want to do some crunch. Now we go back. But I don't really do crunch. I'm a clean player. I like keeping it smooth, you know what I mean? But that's what this pedal is for. This pedal controls the EQ on my amp. And I gotta select foot switch and knock it over, because that makes me look good. Plus it's not up there good. I just threw it up there. And then change and stuff like that. That'll turn me up louder if I want to be louder. So it's pretty cool. I really do like the amp. I like it because it's very versatile and it does what it do. And I like the Suhr Badger because it's so creamy and thick sounding. Just so quick. Just lovely. So lovely. Let's do a loop and then I'm out of here. Here we go. That's it. So I went through all the pedals for you guys in that loop. I hope you liked the pedal video. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm out. I got to go. Time for me to hit work because I got things to do. And I got other things I want to talk about on the way to work. So don't forget to tune in to the next video. And I'm out. What time is it? Perfect timing. 10:30. What I decided to wear today? Yeah. Gourmand Cocaine. Yeah. Yeah. By Girl Line. Chocolatey. Chocolate, dog. Give me that chocolate and that whiskey or whatever. Some chocolate, some whiskey going on in this thing. Chocolate. Not like Chocolate Shop. Chocolate Shop is different. This is Yamin. Yeah. Whatever Yamin is. Talk to y'all later. Have a great day. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. I'm out. Talk to you soon.